Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for choosing to continue the series with me. Now, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and click out of this video and check out the first one that came before this, just to make sure that you're on the same page and you're not getting lost with all the information. And, well, without further ado, let's just jump right back into it. From what I understand, hosting is literally just like the cloud space that keeps your website up and going. You can create backups on it. So like here, like they'll back up your website for you. So if your website ever goes down, especially if you have WordPress, honey, if you have WordPress, I would definitely recommend, doing this, because I had WordPress and they deleted my whole website. I think that was maybe in March. They deleted my whole website, and good riddance, because I was so tired of that platform, even though I'm back on it for this bigger project. But that's because I have no choice. But I have a choice, but they just got what I need, so no choice. But yeah, they deleted my whole website, honey, and I moved that bad boy back to Shopify, where it was originally, and I am more than happy to be over there. But yeah, so that's, I can go more in depth on that if you guys want to, like on the hosting, because this stuff does get really complicated if you're trying to connect, because you got to connect GoDaddy or wherever you purchase your domain at. You can get a domain with Bluehost, but I think you get a free domain at that when you get the hosting through here. So you don't even have to pay for the domain, but you do have to pay for, this is not monthly. Do not let this lie to y'all. Wait, I think it is. I think you can pay monthly or you can do yearly. I think I just paid yearly. Excuse me. So you get all of this. Oh, and that's another thing about this, right? So if you get Bluehost, the way Bluehost works, right? As you can have multiple, to my knowledge, you can do multiple websites under Bluehost. So because this is like tech and I don't really speak tech, but I understand it enough to get me through what I need. So essentially, like, you can have a standalone website that's not connected to Shopify or any other platform like that. Like, you can do your own website. So this is used for like the big boys, like people that sit around and code websites. Like, so when you want to have something like that, then you can come here for sure. If you have WordPress, you can still come here. And it's a lot better hosting, like, meaning that you're not going to have your site go down as often. So you're not going to have this page can't be found as often, because the host environment is a lot stronger. I guess I should have said that from the beginning. The host environment is a lot stronger, so you won't run into as many site glitches as you would when hosting through GoDaddy. Also, WordPress does not work with all hosts, but y'all, we're going to move on from that, because I'm talking, yeah. That's getting too deep for me. That's not my expertise. So we got our G Suite, right? We signed up. Let's pretend like we already signed up. We put our business name in there. It gave us our domain. And we're going to go over here. And I'm just going to sign into my account. 1 second, y'all. That's not me. And why does keep signing into his? I do not. I'm going to sign him out. Excuse me. Next. You guys, I just realized I'm in screen recording this whole time, and I honestly don't even know how to get this recording to my iPad so I can finish editing it. I don't have the space on my computer to edit it here, so that's gonna be interesting. So we got our G Suite established, right? We in this bit. So the first thing you have to do is, even though you added in your domain, you're going to go here to domains, and you're gonna have to go to manage domains, and you're going to, does somebody already do this? Why does it look Oh, y'all, I got confused. I thought I was on the other one. Okay, so you're going to have to go here and you're going to have to add in the domain that you purchased. If you have more than one domain, you can definitely add them all here under one account instead of creating multiple G Suites for multiple businesses. So that's just what I do. I mean, you could separate them if you really wanted to, but it's just, I mean, I don't know why. So you'll add it through here. You're going to have to go through the process of verifying your domain, which can be a little difficult. It can take some time. So we're going to stop and pause there, and I'm going to show you guys something new. Now let's go to Upwork, right? Upwork.com. I mean, I know a lot of people talk about Fiverr, but y'all, Upwork is the GOAT. Like, this is the place to be. So, I wonder if I can show you guys the jobs I've already hired for. All job, what? Let's see. So if you ever run into issues, right, because some of you guys are probably like, girl, why are you showing us this? So if you ever run into any issues or whatever and you need something done that you can't figure out on your own or don't have time to figure it out on your own. So for instance, when you go to verify your domain, sometimes it's not as simple as clicking a button and it does itself. Sometimes, like when you have like different places, you have to input the MX records and you have to do a bunch of different things that it's just overly complicated, especially if you don't have the time to sit and try to understand. So you can go here and literally ask somebody to do it for you. You can post it. People will, I did not mean to click on that. People will, put in their offer. Like they'll basically, be like, hey, this is like, they'll put in a cover letter. You don't have to make them put a cover letter in, but they'll let you know like, hey, I can do this. You can message them before hiring them. I did not mean to click on that. But this is working out for me. You can message them before hiring them just to kind of, have that conversation with them and make sure they actually understand what you need. Because some of them don't. They just want to get paid. So, I mean, I don't mean to change your perspective on it because it's a really good site. Like, I rarely find people like that. But once again, I mean, it's life. So you got the good and the bad. So to weed out the bad apples, you can talk to them or you can set up specific questions when you're doing the hiring. So like me, I put, do you understand what's going on? So they could put it in here. Now this was not, that was kind of what was going on, but I had that conversation with him to make sure that he understood before I hired him. And then you could put whatever question you want. I just kind of put more questions because it weeds out the lazy people that don't really care. They don't like to answer these questions, so they just leave the post. And that saves me a lot of time because those people usually be more problemsome down the line. So like, as you can see, like I paid them like $10. I've had people do jobs on here for me for like $5, and literally like, I want to say I posted it maybe like 2 hours later or an hour and a half later, he responded, and then I spoke with him, I hired him, and then he had that bad boy fixed like within 10 minutes. Like I'm talking about, I was texting my partner to like update her on what was going on, and by the time I got done, he was done. And he did some other stuff behind the scenes that I didn't really know what he was talking about, but which is not good because I should know, like at least understand to make sure he didn't mess nothing up. But according to him, he fixed some other stuff. And they tend to do that, y'all. Like they tend to, from my experience, they tend to notice other issues in the background that we may not have picked up on because we're not tech savvy, and they'll actually just go fix it for you just because they're already in there. So that's nice. So once again, this is just a platform you can go to hire people. You can hire people for anything that you need. So as you can see, these are the things that I've looked up in the past. So I've tried to like hire people to do graphic design for her beautiful brand, so that way I didn't have to do it anymore. Y'all, I cannot tell you how much it slows me down constantly doing graphics. And then like right now I have, I think, 96 orders in the queue. Don't quote me on that because I've not checked, but or it might be 80. It's between 80 and 90 orders in the queue, and you guys, that's all for just labels. These are people that want designs on their labels. These are people that, I gotta design, I gotta print, I gotta, like there's a lot behind it. So I did try to order I tried to hire virtual assistants in the past. I've tried hiring graphic designers, like y'all, I've been through it. So like I've gotten really familiar with the site. So you can go here and find anybody that you need. They do accounting, consultations, they do designs, customer service. You guys, I've hired people for customer service. I won't really speak on that because I want you to form your own opinion. But yeah, you can hire people for customer service on here, IT and networking, legal matters, sales, marketing. You guys see it. Like, you got the whole shebang over here, right? Freelancers and agencies. The difference between those two is you got freelancers, excuse me, as of course a person that's working individually. They don't want to be attached to another business. FYI, you can. So when I hire people off of here, I take them off the site. You're not supposed to do that. I just want to emphasize that you're not supposed to do that, but I do. So whenever I hire somebody, I'll like type them in. Like, you got to do it sneakily, right? You got to be like, hey, do you have, hold on, Skype? I gotta, like, you gotta do it like that so the system does not catch the wording. Like, at first I didn't know, and like somebody had to tell me, because when you try to take the conversations off Upwork, it hurts them and it hurts you, because Upwork has like the little algorithm and they can like track that. It's Skype and like a bunch of other words that they have in their systems that like basically notifies them like, hey, somebody's trying to, leave the site with our people. And it's just for your protection and their protection. So, just FYI. Now, we're hitting 30 minutes, which is not what I wanted, but we don't rush value, right? So, what was I about to say? Okay, yeah, so the reason why I take them off the site is just because they charge a fee, or they take out a percentage of what you're paying. So either they'll take it out of what you're paying or they'll take it out of what they receive. Either way, you guys both are losing out on money that you both could have either saved or had to yourself. So I take them off the site. I'll message them either via Skype, Telegram, or I think that's it. Skype, Telegram, and then I'll go add them onto my Trello boards. And we'll get that to in a second. Get to that in a second. But let me pull that up so that way I don't forget. What happened? I think I confused my computer. There we go. We're gonna get to that in a second. First, there's so much more I want to show you guys. I can do this step by step if you guys like, but I just want to kind of show you guys the gist. So if you want to get, jump right into this, you don't have to wait on nobody. So over here, when you go to, you can choose like their hourly rate. If you big ballin', baby, go right ahead, because some of these people charge, like if you want to do social media manager, if you want to do like social media manager, you can. But look at these, honey. Look at these. These people, like, they not playing. And usually this is the people in the States that charge like this much. And I don't know. I'm just not here for it. Not yet. My pockets ain't right there yet. And they really mean them like not like y'all. They true to that. And they want that 95 an hour. And imagine somebody working on yo. No, honey. And then, like, on top of that, like, you do Facebook ads with them, you still have to pay for the actual ads themselves. Nah, I'm good. And most of them, they want, like, a minimum, I think, like, $500 for the ads or $150 to start, and then it just keeps going up. And that's not even guaranteed results. It's just for them to see what works for your store, and then, and then they go from there. Okay, and then you can go down here to amount earned and all this stuff, but this video is getting kind of long, so if you guys want me to go through the site a little more in depth and just show you guys your way around it, like how to set up job postings, how to hire them, how to fire them, how to all that, I can walk y'all through all that, but we're gonna do that in a different video because y'all, we ain't even gotten through the good stuff. All right, so we're gonna go over here to Trello, right? So on Trello, we're going to look at a new board because, yeah, I don't want to, I created one last night when I was talking. So over here, where is it? No, I'm going to walk y'all through it. So we can create a new board, and then we're going to do tests for the name. You can choose what team it goes on. I have a couple different teams, and then you can choose no team. Now, Trello is free to an extent, but once you start adding on like people to the team, or you start adding on, you start like adding on people to the team itself, they start charging you. So be aware of that. It's only like $9.99 a month for like the business plan. And it can be worth it depending on what all you're trying to do. So we're going to go over here. We're going to hit create board, change our background. Oh, you know what? Start with template. That's what I should have chose. There we go. So you have all these different boards that you can choose from depending on what your needs are. So business, design, education, marketing, HR and operations, personal, productivity, support, sales, team management, remote work, all of that, baby. They got the whole shebang, right? So we're going to do, let's do personal. I don't even know what that shows, but let's check out personal. Daily task planner. They got this right here. Dream builder goals template. You guys, this is an amazing vision board. If you guys, I don't know if you guys know, like I've never been, I don't know, like when I was younger, I used to make vision boards, like, physically, like I used to do them on my wall and stuff. But then I guess, like, as I've gotten older, you guys, like I'm constantly learning new things, changing my perspective. So I'm constantly wanting new things. And then I work towards my goals, so, like, I'm constantly, like, knocking, like, a couple things off. So, I like something I can move around, right? Well, we don't have to open this because you can see this. You can set up, like, the different columns. You can add, like, these are called cards. You can just add these different cards, add pictures to it. Let's go ahead and use this one. I wanted to show you guys a different board, but this one might be the best one to use for demonstration. Let me feel go. There we go. Oh. All right. Now let's. Sorry, you guys. I got happy. I seen the black girl. Like, oh yes, representation, y'all. Okay, but anyways, so you got these different cards. You can move these. So you can rearrange these, move these around. You can move these. You can take these and you can assign these to people. Like, so if I had more people on my team, I would assign them there. That's usually what I do when I hire off Upwork. I bring them, I invite them here. And when you invite people to your board, like you get, I don't know how I did it. I don't remember how many people I had to invite. But I didn't really know it was a thing, but I kept inviting people and eventually it gave me like the business plan for free or the gold plan for free. So there's that. You can also go over here and then you can change the cover-ups or the cover and you can make it something different. I don't want to change the girl, but yeah, you can click on it and make it something different. When you add attachments, it'll put the picture up here if you add a picture. You can also attach Google Drives, folders, docs and stuff like that. Same thing from your computers. That way, if you have information that you want to share with your team. So for instance, like for me, like I have to, I'm constantly writing up like Google Docs for like my teams, especially like when I'm trying to, get them adjusted to my brand, tell them about my brand. So I'll attach the docs here instead of typing it here. So that way, if I have to, I always have it. I don't have to keep retyping it. I always have the file. So I'll attach it here. You can do checklists, where you can basically type. And then as you check stuff off, check. There was one important one I wanted to show you guys. You can do due dates. You can label the card. So I can make this, how to use Trello, health and fitness. Then when you click out of it, it looks like this, which is nice. You can do power-ups, which are really, really cool. Not cool. I guess I don't know. You guys, like stuff like this is just really interesting to me. So you can add like different stuff on there. So what I do is I add this one just to show you guys one. So you can attach like different processes. And it shows you here how that works. And then boom. And then so when you add that on there, I can't add it. Oh, I think I can. Now let's go back to this so I can show you guys. I just realized I can actually add it. Where is it? Progress. I can actually add it on there so I can show you. Why did I lose it? Oh, it's because it's right here. So we're going to add it to the card. And then it's going to have you go through this, and you can set all this stuff up on your own as you see fit. We're going to leave it like this. All right. So if I wanted to go over here and like, I could add a process now. And to establish or to start working my affirmations, I could just say sit down and journal, or go for a walk, and then boom. So once you create that, make that a part of your process, you'll close this out, and then you got down here, walk, and then you can write in more detail. Now, I would only recommend this for if you're, honestly, it's however your process is, but I use this more so for if I'm trying to hire somebody to do different jobs for me, so I'll have to give them, different processes to follow, put them in different columns, and that I can do it that way. You can also add power-ups where you can put approvals on there, approval power-up, so when they work on something, they'll put it in the work column or something like that, and then you can put a check on it to approve it, and then, or you can put an X on it to deny it, and then they'll be notified that they need to, look at it, take a look at the notes that you left, and then revise whatever it is that they were working on. All right, now we've spent enough time on this, you guys. Let's get back to what we need to talk about. All right, you guys, so we did cover quite a few things in this video, so I think this is a really good stopping point. Now, if you did not see the first video, I do encourage you to go ahead and go back to my channel and see if you can find the first video. I will try to also link it in the video somewhere so that way you can easily find it in case you missed it. Now, in the next video, we're going to go ahead and finish all of this up and start talking about virtual addresses and the phone number, which I really intended to mention in the first video, but we'll talk about the virtual addresses, the phone numbers, and more apps that I find to be helpful. So thank you so much, you guys, for tuning into my video. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll catch you in the next one.